today I just have been thinking about my dad a lot, and I've been thinking about the word goofy. And my dad was really goofy and just, I don't know, having my dad growing up, he was a lot of fun. Like the things that we did were always bike riding and going to different taco trucks and going to the channel and doing all this fun stuff that I really enjoyed. And then when my dad got into the fire service, I don't know, even as a kid, I really noticed that it was something that he really, really cared about. He used to do this thing that, I don't know, we kind of hated it, but now it's sort of a sweet memory. But he used to make us run up this, like, I guess it's a hill. It's called Monkey Face in Chico. And because he was training in the academy, he would run up it and would make us also run up it, which was not my favorite. But now it's something really sweet to me, and that place always reminds me of him. But I think that he really found himself in the fire service, and after he died I really see why, because it's such a family and it's such a nice community, and he really, I don't know, I feel like he really blossomed in that, and it was really special to him, and it makes it special to me now.
He would just like always tell us stuff about what he was learning, and it was so annoying. We were like, oh my god, no one cares. Like, just he'd tell us about like different like spreads of fire. Like there was recently a fire before he went through his academy in a neighboring town, and he was explaining like how it spread, and I was like, dude, no one cares. Like, stop telling us about this. And now I'm like the same way, so I totally get it. Yeah, I've been volunteering for almost a year, and then I'm trying to get my firefighter 1 certification.
So I wore this shirt today. This was his shirt. I don't know how he fit in it because he was larger than me and it fits me, but this is typical of him. He was young when he had Marissa, and so he went straight into working when he got out of high school, and he was a mechanic for years. And those years are a long time ago, so I don't remember, it was, 10, 15 years he was a mechanic.
Long time.
And so this shirt is kind of like the mechanic style, and then very sarcastic. He was a big goofball, but there was a part of him that was always trying to make us happy and to live up to what we wanted him to be. He really had direction and purpose, and it really inspired me. Just the change it started in him. It was also cool because I'm an ER nurse, and so we both do the emergency, and so it was nice we have something, a new common ground to talk about, and that kind of excitement of the, when something big's coming in or he's going to a big fire or something like that. It was just a nice connection.
I get it. Like, it's the best thing ever, like being able to help people in that rush and just doing something dangerous, and you get to like break stuff sometimes. So it's like, I get it. It's so much fun, and you get to share your stories with your family and other firefighters, and they'll share their stories, and it's nice, like she was saying, to have that camaraderie. It's fun too. Like, it's nice to have that connection, and a lot of the people that trained me at the college, they trained my dad too, or they knew him, or just, some of the older guys that still teach there, like they say some stuff, and I'm like, that's totally where he got it from. Like, just some of the stupid like one-liners he would say, I was like, I'll hear it come from someone else, and I'm like, shoot, that's where he got it. Like,
And you thought it was original.
Yeah. No.
What we want people to remember about our dad is honor. So, like, even last night when we passed around the baskets of the little rocks, that's the word I picked, because since my dad died, that's all I think about. I guess that's like my goal in life, is to, if I were to pass in that same situation, for my kids to feel this way, to feel that kind of connection and that respect, and know that other people respect what your loved one does, I think really means a lot. And so I think honor really stands out about my dad, because my dad started in the fire service super late. All these guys are in their early 20s, and here's my dad, what, like 30?
Early 30s, yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't know, I think that that's really impressive, and that it's really honorable that he did something because he loved it, not because it fit into his life or it made something easier for him, because it didn't.
Yeah, no.
But I think it's really honorable that he did what he loved, and that in turn was helping other people. And to me, that deserves a lot of honor.
I know he took a lot of pride in his work. He was a really hard worker, and his bosses always thought very highly of him, and he was always like on large incidents. He was the first to be called when they needed someone to do maintenance on the vehicles. But not just that, but like he could be incredibly professional, but he definitely knew how to like lighten the mood and just be like goofy, and he would give everyone a hard time. Like if he teased you, he liked you. If he didn't say anything to you, you knew like maybe just leave him alone.
You could always count on him. I guess it'd be dependability would be. He was always there. I mean, I just took for granted that if I had a car problem, he was going to fix it, you know?
Yeah.
Now that he's gone, it's just I'm the only sibling, and, you know, I never realized how much he did for my parents and how much he was there for them and how much they just counted on having, you know, someone there to help.